most of the companies speak about, you see, we have a great culture
Right.
to retain this talent. And I'm sure they do. But many times it's not very clear to me what are the components of the culture. Because many times we do keep hearing about even the guys like Google saying free food and stuff like that. Now, maybe that's part of culture, but culture I think goes far beyond that.
Right.
So
right.
I'd like to know from you guys, broadly, what are the components of culture you look at for the company as a whole, and especially when it comes to retaining talent?
No, I mean, great question. I think culture has been like the go-to buzzword these days for each and every organization. I think, I mean, according to me, if you ask, culture is pretty much a culmination of, what all the values that the organization stands for. Because again, if you look at the textbook dictionary or textbook definition of culture, it says it's just the roles or the particular activities, right, that a specific set of people used to do, right? And that's when you move it into an organizational standpoint, it becomes organizational culture, right?
Sure.
To put things in context, when I started my work way back in 2010, that was when I entered the workforce. People used to talk about, every company used to talk about organizational values. These are values that we hold on to, and they had all acronyms and whatever for it. But today I see that now it's become culture, right? That's slowly evolved into, now I don't see companies talking about values, but the more around, we have a great culture, we have a culture that fosters growth and all of that. So if you look at it, what I believe in is that, let's say an organization has 3 or 4 values that they hold on to, and when the senior leaders or the leaders in the company, and as well as everybody in the organization, start focusing or standing by those organizational values, I think that starts building a culture where everyone who comes in wants to now start adding on to it. Like here at Illumine, we have something called 3 I's as our values, which is integrity, innovation, and intimacy. Right? When I say intimacy, it's more around collaboration, having empathy towards each other, ensuring we respect each other and all of that. And when we as leaders start showcasing that, right, and then our culture is also like, when we talk about our culture, we also say, that's what we try to put out, right? Saying we have a culture where we always innovate. We want people to come up with new ideas. We want people to be full of integrity. I mean, that's the kind of thing that we also look at.